Welcome back to Path of Exile. We're currently level 62, just arrived in Highgate, and we're playing as a Saboteur using Pyroclast Mine, although that may not be our endgame skill. We still haven't decided on that one. That being said, before we continue on in the descent, let's speak with Erasha. I want to check the merchants here.
You must be the outsider, the beast killer. I am Erasha, and while our soft-hearted chieftainess has gone wandering, it falls to me to make sure this Akara doesn't suffer for it. I've heard the stories they tell of you, and I know better than to pluck the feathers from a sleeping rock. Yet, for the sake of my people, I ask that you keep your peace while among us. Oyun is gone for but a few days, and already Tasuni sniffs at the throne like it's a bitch in heat. Ruled by a man. You need only walk amongst the ruins of San to understand that folly. Well, his desires are but wants and lusts while Oyun still lives.
I'm going to purchase the scepter. Gonna try a whaling essence. Actually, how about an essence of torment? Well, that was not the worst outcome. I like the mana. 98 is a solid amount. But at the same time, it's honestly not that great. So compared to the Entropy Smasher, how much better is it? From 2.641 to 0.659. And of course we are going to lose some lightning resistance. Can we afford to do that? Well, somewhat. 60% is alright. We can craft cold and lightning. Yeah, we can do that. And the damage is going to be further boosted by spell power craft. Let me actually do that. So, cold and lightning resistances. That's ready. It was the lowest possible roll, but something you can expect. Now, how about some spell damage? Could try fire damage, but honestly, we're not doing that much ignite damage, so it doesn't matter. 42 is a bit decent, and we're sitting at 3.188. Now that's a significant upgrade. Okay. Could definitely use another red socket. Well, that's fine. Are we going to keep this one? I think it's best if we got rid of it.
Hail God's Slayer.
So resistances are pretty fine. We're missing 2% lightning resistance, and we're gonna grab a lot of chaos resistance with passives. Tasuni is in his usual place. Oyun, of course, has been abducted, but we're gonna work on solving that little problem. Skitterbots are active, Grace is also active. Now the way to get to the lower levels is to use these supply hoists. Take the transmute.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
And this is the second one. I think the entrance to the desert is in the third supply hoist. It's level 63. We're gonna assign the point in just a moment. Here we are in the desert. 3 points of interest here. There's an entrance to the oasis, but we can't really enter until we get another item. So we're going to assign this point to where? Could get a bit more damage from the Mine Mastery. 2% increased damage taken to enemies near it, up to 10%. This will definitely help us with damage. And of course I was also thinking of assigning tolerance here. Can even get corrupted blood immunity. Elemental resistances cannot be lowered by curses. This is a pretty important one as well, since we currently have 0 curse mitigation. Yeah. Is that Danning? Yes. The final expedition member. We're gonna do his expedition pretty shortly.
Hail!
And of course we trigger the Immortal Syndicate event. Okay, expedition can wait. Let's help June around here. We need to destroy these fortress walls. Is that Leo? That is Leo. And that is Hillock. Hold on. Riker Maloney. So 3 people at the same time. I was not expecting that. So we're going to... hold on. I don't care much about Riker.
Always hoped I'd get a warrior's death.
He's going to get his wish. 2 items for us. He'll look.
Hate myself. Hate the Syndicate. Rather be dead.
Could use Hillock here. Actually, Hillock is pretty good no matter where you place him. Let's go ahead and assign him to fortification for now.
A savage slaying, if I may say so. I seek to circumvent a similar sentence. Tell me what it is you desire.
We're gonna bargain with him, that's fine.
And now you see that I am but one piece in a relentless, uncaring machine.
And these are healing totems. Alright. Back to Danning and his expedition. I think the area is clear. We need to talk to him. And then we can blow some stuff up. My favorite part.
You're naught but skin and bones, Exile. But you've made it this far. I'll sing of you.
course, we get interrupted
Welcome.
immediately.
You're naught but skin and bones, Exile. But you've made it this far. Clearly, you must have some talent.
Now,
I'll sing
we
of
need
you.
to assign these 4 detonation spots. Rarity of items, there's a quantity of items. Talismans. I don't care about talismans at all. Talismans again.
That one'll bring up some worthy baubles.
And time for detonation. Okay, these are a bit tougher than expected. Anyone still alive? We can fix that. Okay, I guess not. Yep, that was it. The short event with Danning here. There is a waypoint for us to find. Let's pick that up.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Attack and cast speed recipe. This is the waypoint. We completed pretty much everything we set out to do here. The entrance to the oasis is going to be further south, southeast, but can't do much about it. Could go after the Stormblade here, although I have no idea where that could be.
I need more pockets.
Lancing Steel. Honestly, I doubt it's going to be further north, but... Right, so what about this area? Path leading to the foothills. That works just fine. We're going to get the waypoint
Ready,
here.
Exile? It is time to hunt!
Is it time to hunt? No, not yet. The unique enemy in this area is called Boulderback. He is guarding a calendar, which we're going to need for an optional quest. That being said... Definitely need to grab the waypoint. Oh, that's a contract. I thought it was a map. Let's go back to town. I think we can complete the quest with June.
Some of the members we have come across, well, they have come back from the dead. I don't have any better way of putting it. They are no mindless zombies. Somehow, they are returning, whole. This must be why they call themselves the Immortal Syndicate.
I have to admit, it's a catchy name. The Immortal Syndicate. So this is a decent energy shield vestment, 193. Can't use it really. Projectile speed, honestly not good enough. Can sell those. Let me unveil some of these item crafts. Maybe we'll get something good. Strength and intelligence, recovery of mana and energy shield. I'm gonna pick the first option. How about a ring? Life and mana recovery. Hey, that's pretty good. Well, the life roll is unfortunate. Can unlock mana and mana recovery. I like this craft as well. Okay, and that's the belt. Petaris is probably gonna have another quest for us.
You can gripe all you want, lover. We can't stay here. Not with all this blood.
Where do you expect us to go, Vanya? We have our whole lives here in Highgate.
I don't know. West, perhaps? The Ezomite lands. I don't care. Just somewhere that has unpoisoned water.
Oh, they don't know. I can see on your face you haven't heard.
It's Kira. She's gone mad.
Right. Kira has gone mad.
Like us before?
Relic hunters.
Collectors of rare antiquities. Anyway, Vanya and I are the best in the business.
And we need your help locating a particularly rare item.
Sweet. I was working them into it.
It's an ancient sword belonging to the Maraketh goddess Garukan.
The Stormblade, some call it. A weapon carved from crystal, capable of capturing even the most powerful of storms within its rigid edge.
The goddess.
Have you ever heard much of the Maraketh legends?
A truly
and this is the intro to the calendar. Honestly, you're being bombarded with so much dialogue, it's a bit jarring. I wish they structured the interactions a bit better. But of course, these are
until next time
left like that for years. I don't have much hope that they are going to change. Let's deposit what we can. Right, lancing steel. That will go towards another gem cutter prism. We can go back to the desert. Can keep going west. Maybe we will run into the Stormblade down there. That's an essence. Sense of fear. I think the game is sending me a message to make one of the minion builds. We're definitely doing great on essences. No, this is not the area I want to be in. It's another coin, but in all honesty, I think the league mechanics are so overtuned, especially in the early days of the league. These first few days. The damage that we were dealing to with the enemies was pretty pathetic. And my standards are pretty low, as they say, but it's gonna be a while until we try that again. That was a Stormblade. Let's go back. We're gonna grab the calendar that they mentioned. Petaris and Vanya, that is. We need to go to the foothills, and we also have to enter the lake, the boiling lake, for another quest item that Sin is going to need. Okay, that was a lot of damage. And the basilisk. Right, he's got a very nasty fire-breathing attack. You definitely don't want to stand in front of it. Can also petrify you. Spell damage recipe, that would have been handy a while ago, but completely forgot that it exists here. Come to think of it, isn't there a fourth rank to that recipe? There probably is. Yeah, Einhyr's here. Never mind that now. Someone entered the Alluring Abyss, and that is the higher level version of Queen Adziri. The Apex of Sacrifice is the normal one. But of course, people have already finished that one. I saw a red beast, but no sign of the unique enemy. It says Sandspitter. Could be worth getting that one. Deep One's Presence, Hadal Dive, yeah.
Hunt or be hunted, Exile! That was a great hunt, Exile. I know we're right.
Cast a decoy, and he should be dead in just a minute. There we go. Second quest done.
It will surprise you to learn that I am not popular. The others here are ignorant. They do not see the end coming.
Einhar is being Einhar. We can't go to the menagerie though. And we'll do it. We have a waypoint, we can activate it.
Welcome to Einar's Menagerie, Exile. This is where I keep the beasts we capture. Do not worry about their well-being. I do not think they will worry about yours. A little humor for you. The arena.
And the Blood Altar is where the magic happens. We have a couple of beasts, but honestly... can make an orb of fusing. We're gonna wait.
Greetings.
Can sell a couple of these. It's unfortunate. If that was 70 life, it would have been one of the best rings I found. 15% to all resistances. Such a shame about life, though. Could craft mana, but... you know what? Let's keep it. You never know when chaos resistance is gonna be needed. And we don't have that many options. Oh, that's fine.
The first ones are watching.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Yeah. Good. So resistances are doing okay. We need... Oh, evasion mastery, that can wait as well. Right, let's go to words melding. The ghosts do heavy physical damage. You're best avoiding them. And also there is a Trial of Ascendancy here, but I haven't found it yet. Probably to the east. I can see the entrance. Okay, let's dash through. And we're close to the end. Recipe for all attributes. So if you missed the first one, which was in Alira's camp back in Act 6, you can grab this one. We need to go back to the main path. It's a strong box. What is that? Oh, it's a silver coin. Not a single useful item. But it's to be expected, some of these boxes are... Oh no, I should go north. The strong boxes are hit or miss. Especially the jeweler's boxes are almost always containing just junk or white items. And the quarry, perfect. We're gonna spend some time here, honestly. We're level 64, the quarry 63.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
It's gonna work. It's an essence. There's also a recipe here, but we're gonna have to the middle for that. Not sure how I feel about 2 essences. Yeah, you can see how difficult it is to kill it. Thankfully, it's not an enemy type that it's gonna cause a lot of problems. Decoy totems just got stronger. I like that. We've been using it quite a bit. And let's enter the refinery. Now that we're here. We can loop around and come back because we haven't found the waypoint to the previous area. It's not worth logging out. We have to go Oh no, that's not the right way. We need to go inside these warehouses. It's a silver coin. Oh, that's a map. I think we already have that one. Of course, you're gonna need multiple copies either way. Is that a dead end? How is that possible? How about this area? And let's get inside. Should have passed between these pylons. When they're active, you'll take damage and also a slowing debuff. Can be quite annoying. Can even be deadly, especially in the boss fight. Speaking of the boss fight, this is General Adus. Get away when he's charging, because that deals devastating damage. Let's wait for the lightning to end. So this is the... well done. The Trarthan power. Trarthan. Blow it all down, the Emperor must have his gems no matter the cost. So they were probably using explosives to mine. Oh no. Don't really want to open a portal.
Just
The ray faces in the
moment
dark.
to catch my breath.
Oh, we're getting grasped by vines. That can be good. That way. So it does loop back. All we needed to go do is go a bit further to the north. Okay, let's dash through here. Some of the machinery is getting really loud, especially next to the entrance. We need more pockets. Yeah, that is the case. We need to sell a couple of items. So the waypoint is here. We're gonna speak to Sin.
Mistakes are put to rest, and the mighty general has fallen. We honor them both with this brew. Here we stand, amidst the coagulating remnants of my creation. Funny, isn't it? Once I placed my beast on a pedestal as my pride and joy. Yet now I send you to breach the hull of my pet's fouling black core.
The belly of the beast. So this is the alternative entrance he was talking about before. Physical damage rank 3 craft. 2 more quest items to deliver. I think we're gonna get some useful items.
You did it! They found it, Bataris! They found it!
By the gods! Garukan's famed Stormblade.
Do you...
Yep, it's right here. And we're gonna grab the ambusher maybe? No, actually, let's get the wood.
Ah, our relic
relic hunter returns.
You could make a regular go at this.
How about it, hero? Leave behind your warmongering ways and work for us.
No? Well, never mind. In any case...
Here's that reward we promised.
Now, did we get anything useful? We could check the shop as well. Cast speed. Crit multi, 22% cast speed. Cold resistance, no mana regen. Well, it's not the worst stat. For life, it's pretty terrible. No. We're selling this one, we're selling the Cobalt Jewel. Imbued Wand. This one's not good either. Opal Wand.
Be careful.
Okay, that's an Essence of Fear. Don't we have... Oh, it's a Weeping Essence. Well, better than a Muttering, but... a bit more life for us. Can go back to the quarry. Now, since the refinery was, well, somewhere to the northeast... Kira is probably here. This is the Shrine of the Winds. Okay, are we gonna trigger this fight? Yes. I think this is the goddess inside the cocoon. We have to fight her at some point. We're gonna have to fight Kira as well. Not the toughest fight, especially since at this point in the game you have enough chances to improve your character's gear.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
This is gonna turn invisible. So Wormskill boots, we have a shield we can check out. The feather, of course. And this is one of the...
You were too beautiful for this ugly world. I shall find you in the next.
There's another message from Sin, and we have... to complete a quest. I was going to say that it's one of the very few quests where you get some, let's say, role-playing options. You get to pick which one is going to become the future ruler. You have the obnoxious lady and you have the purple man. Honestly, can't really tell which one is worse. Yeah, there's a scepter, pretty good. Sickle Mine and Skitter Bots. Is this Opal Scepter worth keeping? Unfortunately, no. The boots, no. Spiked Shield, no.
Not since the fall of Destret has this Akara seen so sad a moment. Our gods are false. Our Sekima is dead. But you, outsider, you offer hope. Without the feather, Tasuni will be unable to take control of Highgate, no matter how much he lies and whines. My people will never allow it.
This is the reward. It's practically the same, no matter who you give the scepter to, and we are ready to move on. And here we are at the belly of the beast. This is a single instance, unlike the Act 4 one where you have two different instances. The problem here is that this is another tricky zone to navigate. I'm not very good at it. I'm not even sure if it's completely random. So far we haven't seen any branching paths. Can't really tell if that is a good thing. Speaking of branching paths, so this is going to lead where?
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Yeah, you can see how much we have to backtrack if this is going to be a dead end or some Val side zone. No, that's not the case. The Rotting Core. We were kind of lucky in this one. Yes, it was a lengthy zone, but even if a shorter one spawns or gets generated, if you run into dead ends constantly, you're gonna waste a lot of time here. Oh, that's a strong box. So the Black Core, this is where we need to be. We have to talk to Sin.
Something doesn't seem right. Yes, it would appear our old friend Malachi has one final trick to play.
One final trick. Now we need to defeat the Malachi Guardians once again. They're a bit different, but not really. I'm gonna backtrack for the coin, but... oh, nowhere. Okay. We go west and then north. So Maligaro, he still uses pretty much the same attacks. Got some new tricks up his sleeve. Lots of chaos degens. First character to reach level 99. And to think that we're still in the second day of the league. So one down. This is Savron's Sorrow. Savron is going to summon a spectral version of Brutus, and that can catch you off guard. Deals a lot of damage, especially if you don't know about it.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Right. Who's next? There's Doedri's Despair. Decent seal, but not quite. And this is another unique zone. Eternal Flask. Let's pick up one of these. How did we get stunned there? Hold on.
That was fun.
Okay, maybe the energy sealed explosion was pretty deadly. Now, for Doedri's Arena, the fight is not different than the one in Act 8. That being said, she's going to do this AoE striking attack. You have to take cover behind the monoliths.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
And she's finally dead. Damage here was a lot worse than I expected, not sure why. We should be able to do the final fight, right?
At last, our trio joins to become one foul spirit. Destroy that creature of darkness, and let us be rid of this place.
Yes, if fighting them once again was not enough, now you have to fight them in a new form. They dragged this out a lot more than they should have, in my opinion. But I guess they had to fill up all these 10 acts with something. At least it's not piety. Almost done. And apparently Lily comes to the rescue.
I need more pockets.
You need... look at that. 1,300 evasion. And you can even craft lat evasion on this one. Yeah, if it had a few more resistance, especially lightning, it would have been good. If it has suppress chance. Unfortunate.
You're questioning me, the great sea mistress Lily Roth, about how she so happened to find you failing at drowning on some godforsaken fleshy piece of land. Thought it'd be obvious. Grandfather and I, we came to thank you for our little reunion here you started. Caught wind that you were playing around up here with that dead beast from the locals.
Well, I suppose you'll be wanting us to ferry you over to Oriath.
Take care of that nasty cannibal god Katava once and for all? Well, we'd be glad to oblige.
And that concludes Act 9.
Ready to go? Just in time as well. Grandad says there's a good thaumaturgical headwind blowing our way.
I think they just made that up, but hey, we're back at the docks. Now, Lily and Whalem are here, Lani is here, Bannon is not here. You can see Davinia. I remember her. She was part of the Sanctum expansion, the Forbidden Sanctum. Wait, was it Forbidden or Boding? I'm not sure. This one's also almost good. Chaos, no. That is a hybrid. No life, though. No. And no.
The prodigal returns. Have you brought with you a weapon to free us? The ravenous one has only grown more hungry since you left us, and I fear your efforts may be too little, too late. I see your eyes, Exile. You wonder why I am here instead of at the Overseer's Tower. I'll tell you the horrible truth. The tower has fallen to the infernal devices of Kitava. That witch, Violenta, is to blame. She lowered a secret ladder and led Kitava's cultists right to our very beds.
So, Violenta is involved with whatever happened here. We need to kill her as a part of another quest from Lani. We're gonna do it.
Remember,
okay, that takes care of it.
For freedom.
Curious what Davinia has to say. But first we have to rescue Bannon from the rooftop. Let's do that. He's near the apex where we fought Kitava, but...
You there! Exile! I am in need of your services once more. Help me!
Okay, that was a lot of damage. And these aren't even magic. Does not bode well for the build. Armor resistance is lower than 75. Only lightning. Okay, that came out of nowhere. Now, Bannon.
Phew. I would thank God for you, my friend, if that weren't too on the nose. I felt for sure that this time it was my turn to depart our world. Kitava's cultists surrounded Lani and I a while back. We split up and I led a distraction so she could make best her escape.
And we need to speak with Bannon back at the docks. Let's go down the ladder. Can open a portal, obviously. But loading screens in this latest league have been unnaturally long.
Ah, good to see you made it back. If you are to go wandering the city in its current state, be careful where you step. Kitava's cultists are constantly on the prowl, actively seeking food for their god. What's worse, the passage to Kitava's feast is blocked off by 2 large black gates. Don't ever give up.
Okay, I'm opening the inventory. I want to check. We could use a couple of scrolls here.
Bannon is alive and well. In no small way thanks to you, I would be willing to guess. Without him being here, I would have lost my sanity or my life a long time ago. Take this gift as a token of both our appreciation.
We get to choose between a couple more flasks. I like the idea of another quartz flask. The silver flask is pretty good, but since Onslaught doesn't offer you mind throwing speed, its effectiveness is somewhat diminished. If you're casting or attacking, it's much better. Sulfur is not bad. I mean, Basalt, useless without armor. Aquamarine. Yeah.
Now that you have returned, and we have managed to sturdy ourselves once more abreast this mighty ship, I ask of you one more favor. Find that traitor Violenta and kill her.
So Violenta is back near Piety's workshop. We're gonna deal with her soon.
We do this.
Let's actually deposit everything. And right.
Freedom comes to those.
What can I purchase here? Spell damage. Global crit. $44 life. I don't know. Has potential. Maybe we're gonna waste our eagle on it at some point. Cold damage and cast speed. It's an opal wand. Yeah, this is... $57 life and 29 chaos resistance. Okay, that's also worth using a regal on. 81 life, 16... no. 5, that's fine. Keep a couple of decent items.
Remember, we do this for freedom.
Welcome ye to Oriath. Smell that fresh land lubber air. Ain't nothing like the air in Theopolis, full of debauchery and pollution, hidden neath the garb of them holy Templars. Say, you're not in the market for a new cutlass or anything, are ya? Recently unlocked the Black Crest's old armory. Found a whole shite load of weaponry down there from another time.
And this is the second shop in this act.
For a bit of old Whalem, but I ain't felt the warm caress of a woman in a long time, and it wounded me dreadful. During my time on the sea, I heard tale of Queen Exile and her penchant for using this land as a kind of vault for all her special shinies.
There's another mention of the Queen. Now the elixir of Allure. Well, that's another quest. I think we're gonna get some respect points. Oh no, I don't want to sell. Let's try to see if we can purchase anything. It's a 4-link. That's 23% lightning damage. Is this a... No, it's a suffix. No, sorry, it's a prefix. We wanted it to be a suffix. Void Scepter and Carnal Scepter. Okay. Lightning damage. Yeah, that's not really good. Minion stuff I don't really want. Dexterity, no. This is lightning damage, but it's not going to add damage to spells. And the critical strike chance is not a global modifier. Could use some spell damage. I'd rather use it on a wand, actually.
Always keep your eyes on...
Yes.
Is there any grey? No, not grey. Any white wands? Can't really use the opal ones. We need just an engraved one.
Remember, we do this for freedom.
So these we have to regal. That will have to wait, of course. Do we have any regals now? We do not have a single one, which is not surprising. We're gonna keep that in case we find an essence. Actually... It's not a bad one for cold damage. It's going to give you what? Over 100% cold damage. Well, fine. Chance to freeze would have been worse. That being said, I don't think we're ready to kill Kitava yet. We have to fix the resistance issues. We have to be around 100 for pretty much all resistances. Well, Chaos is an exception, but the more you have it, the better. You used to get away with having minus 60 even, but these days are gone. Maybe we're gonna unlock the Survivalist soon. It's going to be 12% to all resistances. 16 if we take this one. Alright. I think this is it for the video. We have Act 10 ahead of us. Is everything done in Act 9? Yes. And we're only missing one Trial of Ascendancy for Merciless Labyrinth. And it's smart to do that before you kill Kitava. And you get one more resistance penalty. So, thank you for watching. I hope you're enjoying Path of Exile and the Trial of the Ancestors. And I'll see you in the next part.